एक्सेल से व्हाट्सएप से उसको कनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा ना। स्टार्ट हो गया।
Hardly 5 and 5.
Is giving project.
I think. Assalamu alaikum. Should we begin? Any promised member? Any missing? किसी ने promise किया आने का लेकिन भी नहीं है। अच्छा, finished on this. Okay. So we go as per the agenda. Okay, our fathers, take up please. Please take it. All yours.
Assalamu alaikum. After some multiple circumstances, the meeting is going to held late because 9th September, November we could not assemble because we know there was one national issue, but time has come once again. First of all, I would like to invite the father of Kashif for Kira.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أفحسب الذين كفروا أن يتخذوا عبادي من دوني أولياء إنا عبدنا جهنم للكافرين نزلا. ننبئكم بالأخسرين أعمالا الذين ضل سعيهم في الحياة الدنيا وهم يحسبون أنهم يحسنون صنعا. أولئك الذين كفروا بآيات ربهم ولقائه فحبطت أعمالهم فلا نقيم لهم يوم القيامة وزنا. ذلك جزاؤهم جهنم بما كفروا واتخذوا آياتي ورسلي هزوا. إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات كانت لهم جنات الفردوس نزلا خالدين فيها لا يبغون عنها حولا. قل لو كان البحر مدادا لكلمات ربي لنفذ البحر قبل أن تنفذ كلمات ربي ولو جئنا بمثله مددا. قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم يوحى إلي أنما إلهكم إله واحد فمن كان يرجو لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا ولا يشرك بعباد ربه أحدا.
Jazakallah. Second point of today's PFPF meeting is condolence for Master Adim and mother of Abid sir. So we will get mark. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala place them in the highest Jannah. Then third point on today's agenda is we welcome all the parents, fathers, mothers, Feroza ma'am, then Secretary Ashfaq Motiola sir, Sabir sir, and all the dignitaries present on the dais, my teacher who is present here, the former principal Marathwada College of Education, Khan Sohail sir. One more thing is decided among the fathers. As a token of love, PFPF members would like to welcome new principal by offering a floral bouquet. Please, sir, come. I invite all the fathers, please come and welcome the new principal of Pulse Academy by offering shawl and a floral bouquet. Hello. Now there is a big change in the agenda. I invite Mohammad Sabir sir for introduction of the new principal. Mohammad Sabir sir.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Honorable dignitaries in the dais, the Secretary of the Trust, Mohammad Ashfaq Motiola, the member of School Management Committee, Professor Dr. Sohail Ahmed Khan, respected headmistress of AIMS Kids, for whom I am giving the introduction, the newly joined principal of Pulse Academy, Dr. Nayyar Iqbal, all the members of Pulse Academy parents world. I welcome you all, and I feel myself honored and obliged to welcome and introduce a personality. I could say a James with James. So, Masters in Zoology, Doctorate in Zoology again, Graduation in Zoology, a reputed and coveted institution of India, the Aligarh Muslim University. Basically from Shahjahanpur, very close to Lucknow. The basic education from Uttar Pradesh, CBSE school pass out 12th standard, maximum scored marks in biology again. Professional career started after doing B.Ed. See, working with institution like IPS, working for 4 years, not only exposed to academics, was exposed to the administrative part, administration of school. I consider that school, that institution as one of the largest residential school of India. It is in Dehradun, IPS Dehradun. Then moved to Hyderabad with choice. The choice was working for the community. Not only working for the community, with an objective of what potential Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given, that should be rendered to the community. And joined Azan group of schools, Hyderabad. Worked for more than 7.5 years. Produced not only hat-trick, Grand Slam, but continuous 5 years of 100% results in board examinations. That's a unique. More than that, the person who works in the system, generally it is headed by the colleagues and the students also of higher classes. But a personality like him was not only loved, but cared also by the student and the staff of Azan Guru. I'm sure it was very difficult for him to take the decision to move from that organization. But it's a professional move, and for the professional we move. Not only the teacher, a good administrator, good person, and a good guide too. Knowledge of all the aspects of academics, administration, very keen in learning, very keen in guiding, very keen in involving with the students. Along with that, a caring personality, a warm care for our children in AIMS Kids and Girls Academy. None other than Dr. Nayyanapal. So I welcome him on behalf of the entire institution of Girls Academy and AIMS Kids. I'm honored, Shwab sir, that you have asked me to introduce the person like Nayyanapal sir. And I said a James with James. I did not take Pearl. Like that has, because it was you were looking at me exactly, so I thought you have something in your mind, so keep it with you. When you come here, you can express your views there. So I think all about sir is not, all about of sir cannot be given in 1 or 2 or 3 minutes. And cannot be possible to give introduction of a personality like him in 1 or 2 or 3 minutes. But I think I could cover a few things. I could cover a few things of his personality. Sir, please pardon me if I have gone somewhere wrong in the introduction. So thank you very much, and we'll proceed for the next process of PAPF and his service. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah Sami sir. Sir introduced new principles, sir. Very brief elaborate in a nutshell because it's very difficult to explain, to manage about such great personality in a short. But suffice a very brief. Sir, as we know, a drop of water or grain of sand will come in the contact of shell, it becomes pearl. And these pearls will convert to gems along with all these dignitaries, those who are working for our community. We hope so, inshallah. Now, we have the next point, the review of the last meeting, MOM, and the last points which we discussed in the month of October was, is it there, sir? Okay. So, shall I go with this one? See. It will be good, sir.
Winter break was decided and winter break was given from 27th October to 3rd November and 4th November we have resumed the school. Consecutive absenteeism for the month of June, July, August, September, and November need to be cancelled and re-enrollment should be done. I think this is still pending. Amir Abis, what is the status? Will you please come here and brief us? This is for the members of PAPF who are remaining continuously absent throughout last, I think this is the second quarter we have. Meantime, in the last discussion, we have decided to replace them. Ashwak sir, should we go for even their recommendations once for their colleagues? This was one of the thought in my mind. Yes. Okay. We'll wait for this longer then. Okay, ma'am, we'll take this point again in the next review meeting. Okay. That please share with Mayor sir. Okay. This point again we'll take in the coming, yeah, please. Not me. Okay. Children's Day was celebrated on 14th November, and I think the planned activities were conducted, even few more things were added by user, and it was a good entertainment program for students. They have learned few more things too. Even after that, feedback of classroom observations, Hindi teachers have good command and all. This was a positive thing. But there were a few things given in the last few feedbacks from the one of the parent was the teacher was not involved to the, she was not attentive to the last students back benches. So that was also corrected. Alhamdulillah, Iram Miss has taken the measures in this to, she has sponsored the teachers also, and it was only one teacher that was observation, but that was again done. How many? Yes. Right. Portion completion it was again from one of the parents that came in the last minute the portion was covered. And again, both the supervisors have taken, of this exam again. And inshallah, that will be taken care with the backward plan again. Inshallah, Nair sir will also be agreed with that. Okay, this backward plan will definitely will be executed in a minute way, inshallah. There was again regarding EDAC book, like practice zone and workbook utilization. I think last month before the exams, Anwar sir has taken few efforts on clubbing this workbook and practice zone. And there were few questions were also asked from workbook. I'm sure, right? So I think utilization of EDAC also was done. EDAC workbook was also done in the past midterm examination. So if anything is there, Anwar sir, please again you can add more. Then it was again the practice zone and workbook. What to be followed? That is what I have asked him. He will again decide with the ESL what to be done, because they had a long discussion today with EDAC team. They will also come with some few suggestions because we had a teacher studying program today from EDAC, and even sir has also was having one session with EDAC representative in presence of you. I think that I don't know exactly what happened, but how to go for it, either practice zone or the workbook. So inshallah, in the coming time, please explain this, address to the students also, as well as a note to the parents. Okay. There was a suggestion from one of the mother, that there should be a bond with other schools, and even there was mother who was supposed to share the question papers from other school. This was again discussed last time. So if it is so, please do share. We will also implement it. But Alhamdulillah, the EDAC and IMAX, other than that, the worksheets, because now post-term examination, midterm examination, I think IMAX individual worksheets are already there. And those worksheets are circulated to the students. Individualized worksheets are there. Those students who could not do that part, it is as per the requirement of IMAX. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes. And I think Mufti Sahib also has done some homework on this. The portion for Diniya to be given prior. I think in PT2 you people are already working. Anwar sir, PT2. Diniya portion to be given in advance, so that they can plan for their examination. I think games thing we could not discuss more. Inshallah, one of the new member of Department of Sports will join from 1st January. Inshallah, we'll take up this as a point of discussion and implementation. The point was sheet of choices of games to be provided at the beginning of the year and training to be provided as per the choice made by the student. It was just like different hobby clubs, sports club. We could not come to any conclusion on this, but inshallah, by the end of this month, coming month, December, the person is joining. Inshallah, we'll discuss this and we'll close. But it will be, of course, for the next academic session, not for this academic session. But I would like Nair sir to intervene in this and see how it can be done in a better way, clubbing games in the form of clubs. Religious awareness is must. Plan as per the culture of country without deviating from basics of schools. It was related to the teachings few lessons which are already there in the portion, the curriculum, as per CBSE books. So that is already in the practice. Those lessons in which other religions are to be explained, that we do, and even the examinations are also conducted on the basis of that.
Last time, one of the parents had the concern that हमने multiple religion और multiple culture के बारे में हमने सबको बताना चाहिए. And अलहमदुलिल्लाह अगर आपने किसी ने पोस्ट देखी हो recently, वो वेदास और चारों वेद्स के बारे में I think किसी ने अपलोड किया था 6 to SST का किसी टॉपिक को लेकर. So it is a regular part and parcel of the regular teachings. So ये होता ही है. So और उसी के बेसिस पे एग्जामिनेशंस भी होते हैं. It is a part of the regular curriculum. हम लोग ऐसी चीज़ों को skip नहीं करते. We try to introduce to our students so that they are aware and they are yes sir.
Even it is displayed on school boards as well, sir.
Yes, it
The
is there.
four Vedas and all the things are displayed in school boards as well, sir.
So it is a regular part and parcel. अभी आप लोगों ने शायद देखा तो और ज़्यादा clear हो गया होगा.
I think these were the merits of agenda. There were a few more points, but those were resolved things in the past, in the last BAPF meeting. Over to Anisha, please.
Now, next point is schedule of PA periodic assessment 2 exam proposed from 31st December 2019 to 4 Jan 2020. These exams are proposed in the from 31st of December till 4th Jan 2020. So I think this is suitable time, or it is already the plan is done.
I would like parents to give their advice in this regard, because we'll be breaking for this autumn break somewhere in the end of December, and soon after that we'll have exams. So what do you say? Should we have that before or after? Anyone who feels that it should be after the after 1 week.
As we are starting, we are only 2-3 days there should be revision and then the exams will start.
Correct. Now, see, usually this is what is a general trend in most of the schools right now in India, is that it's difficult for both parents and students to come back into the study mode soon after the break. But then that is also affecting the school system. So what happens if there are exams soon after the break? The attendance will always be good. If you allow them, see, if we have the exams before and then we break, then if it is a break of 3 days, they will enjoy it for 10 days. So school is no problem, but you decide on your part. Do you think will it be that good, ma'am?
They are getting Christmas holidays from 22nd December to 2nd January. So in our school, if we start, they will get disturbed because of the other family members. The timetable should be given as early as possible so that parents can decide or they can plan their holidays. Because afterwards now the parents, they come and say that, sir, we don't know that holidays are not there and like that. So as early as possible, what the date is decided, to just take a notice of that.
Fine, ma'am. I assure you, inshallah, we'll give it within a week. But whether it should be before the break or
After the break, sir.
After the break.
Yes.
It It's just 3 days.
3 not in 2 days only, sir.
Including Saturday and Sunday.
Start on 25th, end on 29th. 30th is Monday.
For relaxation, the break is generally given. So it should be after. So that for 3 days they can enjoy. If we are giving break before exam, then there is no
Because in the break there is no mentality of student to study, and definitely it will affect on study as well as on the attendance. So sir, I think is right, because actually the break is for relaxation, and parents, if they are so it will not be fruitful.
parents also can relax.
Yeah.
So
So
we can do a lot of the student after the exam.
Sir, but the attendance what you said, no, that the attendance.
So you can just postpone this one, breaks. You can give break after the examination in first week of January.
So,
That can be done.
fine. Now one other proposal connected to this particular time period, and that is if we plan student outing during this trip, 1 day or 2 day outing just nearby.
Last year, they were taken in the upper break only, it was there for Bangalore.
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Now this year, if we plan a nearby outing for them.
So break actually is holidays is only for 2 days. It is 4th Saturday, Christmas holiday and Sunday. And the school declared holidays only for 2 days.
So Alhamdulillah, they got a good time with their grandparents and their families, during this winter break. So autumn break, if we give it to their learning in the form of excursions or something like that, if we are unable to do anything, at least we will have a camping inside the school campus. First Academy itself is a beautiful place. So we decide some sort of recreation for them, because that is also a very important part of learning. And when they are with us, we feel a little more relaxed, isn't it?
Sir, if the syllabus is, can be complete before break, then you can conduct the exam. Because
Inshallah.
the difference will be for 15 days.
Inshallah, ma'am, this recreation that they do and the learning that takes place during recreation is also a part of their learning, and that is also a part of the syllabus. So I feel that is important. So if the parents agree and allow, we would like to plan it. We'll put it in the December meeting.